Hello everybody. Welcome to Fallout 4 on the PlayStation 5. And what's this about? This particular video? It's really about the building potential, settlement building in Fallout 4, which is fairly infinite. What you can do here is amazing. Just about in all the settlement sites, what you can do. Almost infinite variety. It's the limits of your imagination and skills you can build. Where are we now? We're currently at Coastal Cottage. I've made a video about this place before, so I won't dwell on it too much. But I'm using mods, so... But don't let that put you off. What you can do in the vanilla game is amazing as well. So there's the a remnant of the old house. In the vanilla game it's very difficult to work with this because there's so much stuff that you can't otherwise get rid of without mods. There's the wreckage of the house strewn around here. And there's a cave.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls?
Which when you first approach the site, a couple of Mirelurk horseshoe crab dudes emerge from here, and you have to fight and kill them to access the site to make it yours. But with mods you can get rid of just about everything. Mods, settlements extended, and unlock settlement objects, and scrap that Commonwealth, scrap that settlement. With these you can do amazing things. I've actually saved a lot of, or conserved a lot of things, like such as the garage here. Ooh, hello, dead body there. Building up into the garage, little house here. But what you can do here is,
not many
in
dogs
this game,
these days.
is phenomenal.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
If you subscribe to my channel, you can see more of my videos and more of things I've built here to compare and contrast. Now we'll go to another site. Another site where I do a lot of building. Tenpines Bluff. Every time I build here, it's something different. Usually a grand manor house of some sort. Oh well, it's night time. Can't really see very much. I'll bring it to daytime. 9:16 p.m. I'll go to AM. Ooh, hurry up. There we go. It's now daytime. So I haven't really done much building here on the PlayStation 5, but I did a hell of a lot of building playing this on the PlayStation 4. Unfortunately, I can't in this video skip from one console to another without stopping the video. And I don't really know how to edit things together, so... So, this is Tenpines Bluff. What I've been doing here. Again, using lots of mods. Not far from here is another building I've been doing. I think I'm over encumbered, hence the panting. Fast travel rather than manually slog across the map. Right, where are we going? We're going here. Yes. And where's here? Now I should be going to Starlight Drive-In. Oh. And this is the location of many of my mega builds, because it's one of the biggest sites, the biggest fairly flat locations that you can build at. Again, using mods. So what you can build again is up to you, entirely up to you. The sky's the limit, almost. Haven't quite tested how far up I can build. This pyramid is currently 20 or so floors high. I think my previous building, the tallest building here was 22 floors high. So I can continue going up and see what the build ceiling is. Again, this is using mods, but you can just as easily build this thing with in the vanilla game, except of course build limits. I think the build limit in the vanilla game is something like 10 or 11 floors. So where would that be on this? So about here. So in the vanilla game you can build up to about this level. And of course settlements extended not only increases the build height, but the build width. So I've got the pyramid way out here. But this is one of the odd settlements where you can actually build outside the build limit. For instance, there's the build limit. And so I can grab and scrap things that are actually outside the build limit. And that's where I've got most of this chain link fence. Right from over there. There's trees you can scrap. Outside the build limit. Not quite sure how far I can go out before it clicks off. Here we go. I think I'm at the click-off limit. But normally, as soon as you cross the green line and it becomes red, you're outside the build limit and your build mode would click off. And this is an exception to the rule, or at least it is in my game. So that's with settlements extended. Can build where? Yeah. Push the building beyond the normal build boundary. Hence you can create these mega structures. I have built mega structures in the vanilla game, again, only up to about there, using base game vanilla materials and structures. But once you've platinumed the game, what's to stop you from doing fantastic things? The limits of your imagination. Just go mad, bonkers. Amazing things. More, yes. Projection. This is a drive-in cinema. I might reinstate some of the cars and so on. Turn it back into a drive-in cinema. So I created this aperture in the side of the pyramid. So the projection box, which is there, can still function, can still project images, films, via this gigantic film projector onto this giant screen over there. So again, what you can build and how you build it is really up to you. You can do exactly what you like, how you like, and build amazing things. I'm tempted to build a Tower of Babel style thing here. You may have to be familiar with some of the old medieval and Renaissance paintings of the Tower of Babel, various interpretations. It's a Babylonian tower which was supposed to reach right up to heaven, or it was an attempt to build right up to heaven. It might have been a wonder of the world had it still existed when that list was being compiled. Where else can we go? Show off the possibilities. Ah, yes. Somerville Place. Built an arena there. A working arena. It might not be all plugged in and ready to go at the moment. I don't know. I'll see when I get there. But among the DLC, there's I can't quite remember which DLC. But again, in the vanilla game, DLC, you can get all these cages and traps. There's the Deathclaw cage that I've got here. More traps and so on into this arena. Oh dear, again it's night time. Not the best time to be viewing anything, so I'll quickly have a nap and bring it back to daytime. So 11:36 p.m. 12. That should bring us into daylight hours, though it rains a lot here, so it might still be grim and grey. It's still dark, but at least it's daytime. So you can't actually scrap this house very easily, even with mods. So I've had to just retain it and expand it and repair it. Because I would have liked to get rid of it because it's stuck in the corner of my arena. But, oh yeah, some doggies there. Albino mongrel.
Sorry. Should have just run.
Oh yeah, what's that weapon? It's... yeah, it's recent downloadable. That's actually content that's already in the game once you've got the upgrade. If you allow your...
Hi, miss.
the new new and improved upgrades to take effect, you'll get these quests for these weapons automatically. So here's my arena as I was building it. The next gen upgrade and downloads and so on.
Got work to do.
Again, you can do a lot of this in the vanilla game. You just won't have all this retextured concrete, just base game concrete. Brick and granite and so on. You'll just have base game rusty concrete. Rust street. Yeah, it's a little bit better to viewing in daylight, despite the rain. And this is my method of figuring out the geometry of the arena, finding the dead center and so on, and working out distances to all the walls to create the octagonal arena space. Well, here's this unscrappable old house. Pain in the ass. I'm going to build mode just to prove that I can't scrap it. Look, can't scrap it. It's not showing up. I can scrap everything else. And so that's with scrap that Commonwealth. You know, all the scrap that mods active. You take away all this stuff. But I tend to leave it because it adds character. But again, in your game you can do exactly as you please. Except scrap that house. Unless you find a mod where you can do that. And where else can we go? Oh yes. Another mega project I've got going on up here is Murkwater construction site. I've got 7 people living there. 8 to 9 happiness. And it's a very big building, a long way from being complete. I'll keep building it until it gets crashy. Keep adding to it, furnishing all the rooms and so on. until it gets unworkable. And the frame rate and crashing and blue screening starts to happen, I'll give up. But here it is. In the style of a French Renaissance chateau or castle. And as much as you can do that sort of thing with all the assets in from both the vanilla game and modded game. Again, the building potential of this game is astonishing. I nearly always build at Murkwater construction site, and every time I build it's something different. Again, if you want to see what else I've built here, you can look at my videos on YouTube, which you can find via subscribing, or if you look for my channel, which is Tristram Kirk, an unusual name. I think there's only one other similar name out there, so it's easy enough to find. But at this location alone, I've built a whole manner of different styles of house, including classical Georgian mansions and Victorian, creepy, haunted house-looking structures. This just unlimited. In the vanilla game as well, I've built castles and things here. So there you go. Just a quick look at some of the stuff you can do here. Which amazes me. I've been playing this since the very first day of the game's release. And I'm still playing it all these years later. So if you like what I do, if you want to see more, please like the video. Give it a thumbs up. And again, if you want to see more, subscribe, and the YouTube algorithm will direct you to other videos I've made or have made, and any future content will be highlighted in your search menu. And there we go. So thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more, and hopefully you will join me in other videos. I'll see what I've done already. By all means, get the game, play the game, and enjoy it as much as I have. I wish you many years of enjoyment. So thanks again, and ta-ta for now. Cheerio.